Hello everyone, my name is Matt Potter, and I did my comparative analysis report on manual versus automatic wire strippers. Table of contents. I'm going to start with my analytical framework based on the criteria of performance, efficiency, and cost. I'm going to move on to the description of my mechanism 1 and 2, describing the appearances, components, and operation, and some of the background of each. And finally, I will do my concluding analysis and recommendation. So summary, I am comparing the manual and automatic wire strippers. Here's some photos of it. And I recommend the manual wire strippers, and here's why. So the operational goal for both is, according to dictionary.com, wire strippers are a handheld tool used by electricians to remove insulation from the cut end of the insulated wire. Okay, criteria. Performance, I'm going to base on how well does it work, where would this tool be used most. Efficiency will be on how fast does it operate, and cost, what is the dollar value. Okay, so the manual wire strippers. The appearance. Manual wire strippers have a scissor look to them. Has two metal parts connected by a swivel bolt, allowing them to open and close. The two metal heads have 7 placement holes for different size wires from 10 AWG to 22 AWG. Below that is a sharp edge for cutting the actual wire in half. The two handles have a plastic tubing for gripping purposes. Components. So number 1, the handles. These handles are made of a metal base with a plastic tubing around the handle for comfort, not protection. Number 2, the metal tops. There are 2 metal heads connected in the middle by a swivel bolt and are connected to the 2 handles. The swivel bolt is the component that connects both of the metal tops, allowing them to open and close on the wire. And number 4, the spring. The spring connects from both sides of the handles, allowing the handles to open back up into ready position after using it to strip a wire. The operation of the manual wire strippers. To strip the wire, step 1, grip wire strippers with most dominant hand. Step 2, place wire in correct size chamber. Step 3, squeeze handles together until insulation is punctured. And step 4, pull apart. To cut the actual wire, step 1, grip the strippers with most dominant hand. Step 2, place the wire in the very back so the wire is in the middle of the both sharp edges. Step 3, squeeze strippers together until the wire has been cut. Some background of the manual wire strippers are: the manual wire strippers were invented in 1961 by Jack F. Funkick. The manual wire strippers are about 6.5 inches long and weigh about 5.7 ounces. This type of wire stripper is the most common pair of stripper, and it can do everything you need or want them to do. So the criteria: performance. The manual wire stripper works very well. Most places this tool would be used at is on a job site for journeymen, anyone who strips wires in their daily job. It's good for stripping one wire at a time. The efficiency: the manual wire stripper can operate as fast as the operator can. Normally, it takes about 5 seconds. Cost is $18 to $14. The automatic wire strippers. Appearance. The automatic wire strippers look like pliers with a stubby head. These heads crisscross to make the handles able to squeeze together and make the wire stripper strip the wire. The metal top has placement slots just like the manual stripper, and this top piece is designed to grab the wire, strip the wire, and remove the insulation from the wire all in one squeeze. The wire cutter is located underneath the head of the device. It looks like 2 sharp edges angled in towards each other, and when the handles are squeezed, the 2 edges clamp together, cutting the copper wire. Components. Number 1, the handles. Handle number 1 has the top part of the stripping clamp. This is the part that guides the wire so it does not fall out. Handle number 2 is the bottom part of the stripping clamp, and this part has the wire size chart on it, and it shows you where to insert the wire. 2. Swivel screw. This is the part that holds the two handles together. It allows the two handles to be able to be squeezed to cut the wire. Spring. The spring is to make sure that the handles go back to starting position, and the spring goes from one handle to the other. Operation. To strip a wire, step 1, grip the strippers with most dominant hand. Step 2, place wire in correct size chamber. Step 3, squeeze handles together to strip and remove the insulation. To cut the wire, step 1, grip strippers with most dominant hand. Step 2, place wire in the center of the two sharp edges. And step 3, squeeze the handles to cut. Some background of the automatic wire stripper. They were invented to make wire stripping a little more easier when you were occupied with something else at the same time. This pair of wire strippers were invented in 1973, and the manual wire strippers are about 6.5 inches long and weigh about 5.7 ounces. This pair of stripper grabs the wire, strips the wire, and pulls the insulation off of the wire. Criteria. Performance. The automatic wire stripper works very well. Most places this tool would be used at is on the job site. Good for stripping one wire at a time as well. Efficiency. The automatic wire stripper can operate very quickly, normally about 2 seconds. And the cost of this device is about $14 to $18. Concluding analysis and recommendation. I did a table to show which one was the better product. So performance on both of them, they both win. It was a tie. Efficiency went to the automatic wire stripper, and cost went to the manual wire stripper because it's really cheap. You don't need anything else but the manual wire stripper. So we have a winner, which was the manual wire stripper. And the manual wire stripper is cheap and can do the job of stripping wires just as well as the automatic. It is a very reliable tool and does not need maintenance. This type of stripper will last someone their whole lifetime if used properly and taken care of. The gadget is very successful and completes tasks properly, and the manual wire stripper is affordable and a great tool to have in the toolbox. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Any questions?